Your life right now, everything you have, everything you do not have, every relationship, every result, every opportunity that came, and every one that passed, is a direct reflection of one thing: the way you think. Not your talent, not your background, not the city you were born in or the family you were raised by. The way you think. That is the root of everything, and until you change that root, nothing above the ground will ever truly change. I know that sounds simple, maybe even too simple. But stay with me for the next few minutes, because what I am about to show you is not a theory. It is a pattern visible in every person who has ever transformed their life from the inside out. And it starts, always, with mindset. Today I am going to walk you through 5 specific mindset shifts. Not motivation, not hype. 5 actual changes in the way you see yourself and the world that will change what you do, what you attract, and what you become, starting from the moment this video ends. Shift 1. From fixed to growth. The first mindset shift. Stop believing that you are a finished product. Most people walk through life thinking they are who they are. Fixed, set, done. Their abilities are what they are. Their intelligence is what it is. And nothing can fundamentally change that. That belief. That single belief is the most expensive thought a human being can carry. Because the moment you believe you cannot grow, you stop growing. Not because growth became impossible, because you stopped trying to grow. The belief creates the reality. Dr. Carol Dweck at Stanford University spent decades studying this. She found that people with a fixed mindset, who believe their qualities are carved in stone, consistently underperform compared to people with a growth mindset, who believe every ability can be developed through effort and learning. Same starting point. Completely different outcomes. Because of one belief. So here is your first shift. Every time you catch yourself saying, "I am not good at this, I am not smart enough, I am not a people person, I am not creative," stop. Replace it with 4 words. Not yet. I am not good at this. Yet. I am not creative. Yet. 2 letters. 4 words. The most powerful thing you can add to any sentence about yourself. Shift 2. From victim to owner. The second mindset shift. Stop being the victim of your own story. And I say this with complete respect, because I understand that some of you have genuinely been through hard things, real pain, real unfairness, real circumstances that were not your fault. I am not dismissing any of that. I am asking you something harder. Are you going to let those things be the reason or the fuel? There is a question that separates people who move forward from people who stay stuck. It is not, "Why did this happen to me?" It is, "What am I going to do with this?" The first question gives your power to the past. The second question takes it back. Every single time you ask it. Viktor Frankl survived Nazi concentration camps. He lost everything. His family, his freedom, his dignity. And in the middle of all of that, he discovered something he wrote about in one of the most important books ever written. He said, "Everything can be taken from a person except one thing." So, the last of the human freedoms, the freedom to choose your response to any situation, nobody can take that from you. Nobody. So, starting today, every time something goes wrong, every time life is unfair, every time the result is not what you wanted, ask yourself one question before you react. What is the most powerful thing I can do right now with what I have been given? That question alone will change the trajectory of your entire life. Shift 3. From scarcity to abundance. The third mindset shift. And this one is subtle, which makes it dangerous. Most people operate from a scarcity mindset without even knowing it. They believe that success is limited, that if someone else wins, they lose, that opportunities are rare, that resources are always almost gone. And that belief, operating quietly in the background, shapes every decision they make. The scarcity mindset makes you afraid to share your ideas because someone might steal them, afraid to celebrate other people's success because it feels like a reminder of your own lack, afraid to invest in yourself because spending feels like losing, afraid to take risks because failure feels like confirmation that there was never enough for you anyway. The abundance mindset says something completely different. It says there is enough opportunity, enough success, enough room. Someone else winning does not mean you lose. Someone else's light does not dim yours. And the more you give, whether it is knowledge, time, energy, or genuine support, the more comes back. Not as magic, as pattern, as the natural result of someone who moves through the world with open hands instead of clenched fists. Here is how you start shifting right now. The next time you see someone succeeding at something you want, do not scroll past with envy. Stop, study them. Ask, what did they do that I can learn from? Turn every success you witness into a lesson instead of a threat. And watch how quickly the world starts to feel less like a competition and more like a classroom. Shift 4. From comfort to discomfort, the fourth mindset shift. You need to completely rewrite your relationship with discomfort. Right now, somewhere in your brain, discomfort is registered as danger, something to avoid, something that signals, stop, turn back, this is not safe. And that signal is costing you everything you say you want. Every single thing worth having in your life lives on the other side of discomfort. The career you want requires uncomfortable conversations, uncomfortable hours, uncomfortable levels of discipline. The health you want requires uncomfortable early mornings and uncomfortable physical effort. The relationships you want require uncomfortable vulnerability and uncomfortable honesty. Comfort and growth are not just different directions, they are opposite directions. Navy SEALs have a saying, get comfortable being uncomfortable, not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand that the person who can function under pressure, who can keep thinking, keep deciding, keep moving when everything feels hard, that person has an advantage over every comfortable person in the room, every single time, without exception. So, from today, when something feels uncomfortable, do not ask yourself if you want to do it. Ask yourself if you need to do it. And if the answer is yes, do it first, before the comfortable things, before the easy things, before anything else. Do the uncomfortable thing first. And watch what that single habit does to your confidence, your capability, and your life within 90 days. Shift 5. From destination to identity, the fifth mindset shift, the deepest one, the one that ties everything together. Stop chasing goals. Start building identity. Most people set a goal. I want to make more money. I want to get fit. I want to build a business. And then they try to achieve that goal through willpower and motivation. And it works for a while until the motivation runs out, which it always does. And then they are back where they started, wondering why they cannot seem to stay consistent. The problem is not discipline. The problem is identity. You are trying to achieve things that the person you currently believe yourself to be does not naturally do. You are trying to exercise consistently while believing deep down that you are not an athletic person. You are trying to save money while believing deep down that you are bad with finances. The behavior is fighting the belief. And the belief almost always wins. James Clear, in the book Atomic Habits, explains it perfectly. He says the most effective way to change your behavior is not to focus on what you want to achieve, but on who you want to become. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to be. Read one page. You cast a vote for being a reader. Go to the gym once. You cast a vote for being someone who works out. The goal is not the result. The goal is becoming the person who produces that result naturally. So ask yourself right now, not what do I want to have, who do I want to be, what does that person do every morning, how does that person respond to failure, what does that person refuse to settle for. Build the identity first. Cast those votes every single day. And the results, the ones you have been chasing with goals and willpower, they will follow, not eventually, inevitably. 5 shifts. From fixed to growth, from victim to owner, from scarcity to abundance, from comfort to discomfort, from destination to identity. These are not 5 things to think about. They are 5 things to practice every day, in every decision, in every reaction. In every moment you choose who you are going to be. Your mindset is not something that was handed to you and cannot be changed. It is a living system that you are updating, whether you know it or not, every single day. The question is whether you are updating it intentionally or accidentally. whether you are building it or letting it build itself from whatever noise and fear and habit happens to be loudest around you. Change your mindset, and you do not just change your thoughts, you change your decisions, you change your actions, you change your results, you change your relationships, you change your entire life, not because the world becomes easier, because you become someone who is built for the world as it actually is, hard, uncertain, full of opportunity for the person who knows how to see it. This is the work, not the flashy work, not the work that gets applause. The quiet, daily, invisible work of becoming someone different, someone better, one thought, one decision, one mindset shift at a time. And I promise you, nobody who has ever done this work consistently has ever looked back and wished they had stayed the same. Subscribe to Zero to Empire. Share this with one person in your life today who needs a shift, because the right video at the right moment can change the entire direction of a person's life. And drop a comment right now. Which of these 5 mindset shifts hit you the hardest? Write it below, because naming it is the first step of owning it. 5 shifts, 1 decision to make them. Your mindset is the only thing standing between who you are today and who you are capable of becoming. Zero to Empire. The shift starts now.